Right. Hey, welcome. It's Sandra Funk, and this is Design Sips. Who's ready to have a cocktail and talk about the business of interior design with me? I sure am. Does it feel like Wednesdays are Fridays now? Is that like that for anyone else or just me? Hi, guys. Hey, what's going on? Look at my gorgeous little Design Sips cup. Do you see this? I love this one. I also have a t-shirt. Did I tell you that? Somebody sent me a t-shirt with Design Sips on it when it was the Secret Santa. It's my most fun thing. This one is from Campbell Minister, and my earring just ejected from my ear. Let's get this place together, shall we? What is going on? Okay, hi y'all. Let's kick off Design Sips. I am drinking Ancient Peaks Chardonnay. I have no idea if it's good. Let me try. Cheers. Let's be frank. Anything would be good. It's Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm Sandra. Who are you? Okay, comment where you're drinking from and or watching from. I don't know. Maybe I need to curl up in a small ball and take a nap, and we can reconvene at another time. Just kidding. I swear I'm gonna get my crap together. Okay, on to today's episode. We are talking about how to level up your email marketing. If you have been watching Design Sips this last couple of weeks leading up, we have been talking about social media, marketing, content, how we get our clients from knowing we exist to liking us, to trusting us, to hiring us, right? So getting those potential clients on your email newsletter list is right at the core of our marketing strategy. It is so crucial. So this is a very important episode. And I love seeing where you guys are all watching and drinking from. All right, watching, love it. Thanks, guys. Okay, cheers. All right, so you guys, I gotta give strong props to Ancient Peaks. I think you should try some too. If you go out, Ancient Peaks. I can't talk. I don't know how we're gonna get through Design Sips, but I can't talk. Okay, before we jump in, I did want to tell you that we are making some big plans. So some insider info. We are working on a brand new masterclass, and I really cannot wait to have you join me. So we'll be hosting it in April, right around the corner. I mean, literally tomorrow is April. Can you believe that? I cannot. Anyway, the recording is only going to be out there for a limited time. It's not going to be one of those static videos that we put out and leave out in the world, but I can't say much more about exactly what's happening in there, but it's one of those things that you will not want to miss. So you can sign up now and start to get on the list and start to be in the know of when this is all going down. houseoffunk.com/trade is where all the further information is coming. So stay in touch and stay tuned for that. So let's circle back to email marketing. The purpose of your email marketing is to have those emails and newsletters build trust with your clients, right? They got to know that you exist on social. They started to like you as they started to follow you, and they got on your list. And now you're going to build trust with your email marketing. It's an opportunity to position yourself as the expert. So you want to give them tons and tons of value. You want to bring them information, all these things that are helpful to them and position you as an expert. And then you want these emails to nurture your clients to reach out and inquire about your services. So over time, you're going to be giving them tons of tips, you're giving them tons of information, you're giving them expert advice. You're building that trust, and you're welcoming them to reach out to talk more about working together. And what we tend to say is, it's give, ask, right? Give, ask. So you want to be giving and giving and giving. And then occasionally you want to say, and here's the contact us form. Here's how you can fill out to have a consultation with us and have a call and potentially become a client. Good for you? All right. Cheers to you all. I feel like I needed like a couple sips so that I could get to where I can talk, because I was having a little bit of trouble in the beginning. I don't know if you heard. Oh, I'm laughing because Patty Lynn Sharp and I had lunch She is a Nashville girl and I am a brand new Nashvilleian. Is that a word? I don't know, I'm making it up now. Anyway, we went and had lunch and it was so funny. She kept telling me that she laughs so hard when she listens to design tips because she's not always in front of, she can't always watch it. Sometimes she just listens to it. And she said, you always like hum like whenever you're drinking wine. And I'm like, I know, I feel like it's so weird if I don't like talk and it's quiet. So I make noise while drinking. No, is that a bad thing? Anyway, she was cracking me up. I'm like, oh God, those little like things that you do that are out there in the world and now everyone knows you do. Okay, so circling back to the business of interior design. To refresh what we talked about earlier this month, there's a process to your marketing. It's all about know, like, and trust. I know you're so sick of me saying this, right? But it's so important. And to get this concept really helps it like hit home and make it clear what the point is, okay? All right. Today, we're going to cover what to include in your email marketing, how to get more people on that email list so that you aren't putting all this effort together for a teeny list. You want to grow your audience, right? And how to nurture potential clients via email. It's really about saying, welcoming them on your list and then nurturing them so that you can really get to know them. They get to know you. It's this whole dance. So let's dive into your questions, and please don't forget to comment your questions as we go. Send them on over. Sarah Harris is on the other side. Sarah, girl who keeps getting married on me. Sarah is on the other side of this whole thing, curating questions, so she will keep them coming. And I'd love to hear what you need to know. So Hannah asks, what do you write about in your monthly newsletter? So, okay, I'm first identifying who I'm speaking to. So I'm really clear on who my ideal client is, and I really want to make sure that I'm, speaking directly to them. I then cater my content to my ideal client. My ideal client outsources, they love to host, and they like to invest in their homes. So again, knowing who your client is, we're not speaking to everybody, we're speaking to our ideal client. And that way, our ideal clients, this content will resonate with them. If this is too DIY or too hands-off or too outsourced or too expensive, the person who's reading the newsletter, it will not resonate with them. And they might self-select to no longer receive your newsletter. That's a good thing because they aren't your ideal client. The further you define your ideal client, the more that you are going to be speaking to a list that is really ready to receive your message. So my content is focused on how to upgrade their entire lifestyle, not just their home. This was a really good aha for us, is that while we can talk about interior design over and over and over again, we can also pull from other things. We can also talk about beautiful jewelry, wonderful trips, amazing music. We don't have to just talk about sofas and chairs and window treatments and all of those things. We can talk about a curated, elevated lifestyle that is about luxury and excellence, right? It's about like that huge leveling up of a lifestyle, because across the board, my ideal client wants everything to be better, right? They want the best restaurants, the best entertainment, the best vacations, the best home, the best shoes, all the things. So we can speak to them on all of those levels and talk about a curated and elevated life. And it works out just great. Okay. And I always include one call to action. And that call to action when I'm in give mode is just contact us. It's just a way for them to read through that email and say, that resonated, that hit home, that worked for me. So now I'm going to reach out to House of Funk. So we always want to give them the next step. If they're at that point of ready to reach out to us and ready to hire us, I don't want them like Googling to figure out how to get in touch with us, right? So we always include that contact us button to make it simple for them. We don't always do a big hard sell. Like we don't always say, outsource your interior design just the way that you outsource great hair, beautiful teeth, wonderful clothing. Like, we go to the experts for all these things. So we don't always do a big call to action. Sometimes it's just the contact us button, but it's at least the contact us button so that it's simple, simple, simple. Okay? We drink. Cheers to Wednesdays. Okay. So Jennifer asks, should I send out a newsletter even if there's less than 100 people on it? Absolutely. This newsletter of ours started with 5 people, right? They were my sister, my mother, my brother. I don't have a brother, but you know what I mean. It starts with 5 people. And then you have to build, right? You start talking to everyone that you meet and say, oh, I'm doing a newsletter. I offer helpful tips on, or I provide value by, right? It's not get on my newsletter so I can try to sell to you and make you a client. It's I help people on my list by, okay? So you need to figure out what your elevator speech is. I give incredible tips. I curate lifestyle elegance, and I really, do all these wonderful things. There's like a million ways you can do this, but provide value to your list. And that's how you're going to talk about your list. You're not going to talk about get on my newsletter. You're going to talk about what I do for you, what I am giving, what I am providing, the value that I am giving, right? Change the language, change the game. So comment below for me, how many people do you have on your list? Are you going to give me list shame, or are you going to give me real numbers? All right, let's see it. Who's got a list and who's ready to share? Okay, so we're going to keep going. Cheers to your list. And I want to circle back on that. It doesn't matter if it literally starts with 5 people. I mean, and they're related to you, right? So start with where you are and treat them amazing, right? Take care of them, nurture them, ask them for their feedback, ask them what they'd like to know more about, really dig into the list that you have, no matter what size it is. I have an interior design business where we service about 9 clients at a time, and most projects take 18 months, okay? So I don't need thousands of people on my list. I need 50 dedicated, diehard fans that cannot wait to hire me. That's the kind of list you want to create. Diehard fans, totally focused, and really be there for them 100%. So no list number shame. I like it. I see numbers coming in. Yeah, people. Okay, so Samantha asks, how do I get more eyeballs on my newsletter and grow my list? Great idea. And again, there's no shame in any size list, but of course, we want to gather a wider audience. By the time we're putting all that effort into that content, we want to get it out there to the world. So while there's no shame in a small list, there is certainly no problem having a big old list out there, right? You just want the right people on your list. It's awesome. So a lead magnet is an incentive to offer for your potential clients in exchange for their email address, okay? So let me say that again. A lead magnet is how you get more people on your list. So you offer something static, typically a PDF, a checklist. The results of a quiz is awesome. We've talked about that a couple times. So you want to give something special, something that you created to this potential client in exchange for their email address so that they come on your email list, okay? So that is really how we get people on that list. While it's so awesome when you're out in the world engaging with people to say, oh, I have I send out tips regularly, or, oh, I provide a curated lifestyle, I have this amazing crew of makers that has really unique items that are really hard to find and obscure, and I have this newsletter where I send out information on them. Would you like to be on that list? Absolutely, make that direct conversation, but you can also create a lead magnet who is out there 24/7 collecting eyeballs and out there on the internet working for you. So that is what we did. We did this incredible quiz, and it just churns through potential clients. It really brings us a lot of eyeballs on a regular basis. It is so incredibly helpful. Okay, questions? All right, sink in. Sinking into my wine. Is that okay? All right, so Joey asks, you mentioned that you have a lead nurture in a past episode of Design Tips. Can you explain this one more time? Of course. So I'm going to say it again. A lead nurture is a series of emails that goes to potential clients that are extra interested in our services and nurtures them to contact us. So a lead magnet is the thing that we exchange for an email address. And then once we have a new email subscriber on our list, we often put them through, well, we always, because it's automated, we put them through a lead nurture series. So that lead nurture series is a series of emails that go out that are pre-written. They're written once, they're very carefully edited and constructed, and then they are automated. So someone new to our list will receive this series of emails. This series of emails, when you're new to our list, is an introduction. It's a way for us to say to them, hey, you're new to our list, and let me introduce myself to you. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am. So I'm House of Funk. My name is Sandra, la la la, like the whole thing, right? So because if someone got on our email list on, I don't know, April 17th, and our email newsletter went out on April 15th, they might not hear from us for a month. And by the time we hit their email inbox a month from now with our monthly newsletter, they might be like, who is this? What was that? Because whatever it was that triggered them to get on our list might have slipped from their mind, right? A month in the world of the internet content coming at us nonstop is a long time. So what we do with this email nurture series is we reach out to them right when they get on the list and say, hey, welcome, we're so thrilled to see you here. And then, a week later, and then 3 days later, and then 2 weeks later, and we just are in contact with them. And it's kind of automatically spaced out. We set it and forget it, right? We do it once and we don't worry about it. But this is our introduction. So by the time they start getting on just the monthly newsletter list, they've kind of gotten their feet wet with us. They know who we are. So that's what the lead nurture series is all about. We worked with our web developer and to create a guide on how to create a lead nurture, and you can check it out. Sarah is going to put it in the comments. It is houseoffunk.com/ no, don't even try to write all this down. 6 steps to a powerful lead nurture. But you can find that in the comments and you should be able to click on it. Oh, and we just put it on the screen if you're on Facebook. So check it out. That is an incredible resource. And again, we worked with Nicole from Curio Electro to both develop it for our firm, but also to create this lead nurture, to this information together. So you can check that out. It's an incredible resource. It will help you so much understand like how you can do this and how it will help you. Okay, we cheers to the Wednesday and to the drinking of the wine. All right, awesome. So Alyssa asks, where do you create your emails? So we use ActiveCampaign. ActiveCampaign is that program. It's a CRM or a customer relationship manager, and it's that program that automates those emails. So again, we can set them up once, and anyone who comes in new to our list is going to automatically get them in the timing that we desire, and it's going to also track their open rate. It's going to track if they click through. So we're going to understand a little bit better if we have someone who's super interested in our brand or not. So it's really fun when a potential client finally does reach out to us, we can go back and see when did they get on our email list? Do they tend to click through? Do they tend to click on videos when we include videos? Do they download resources when we provide resources? Like, how interactive have they been with our brand? And it's really fun to know that before I go into that potential client call. It's good stuff. Data. I love my data. You guys know that, right? Okay. So White Peony Design asks, what a gorgeous name. What did you use to create your quiz? So our quiz, our design quiz, which has just been feeding us potential clients to our email newsletter for years now, we created that using a plugin on WordPress called WP Viral Quiz. Okay, so WordPress plugin, WP Viral Quiz. Check it out. There's lots of design quizzes out there now. I think I've spoken about them so often, and I think they're so valuable that I do see them popping up in other places. But again, perfect, right? There are endless homes in this world. There is plenty of interior design work to go around. My quiz is going to speak to my ideal client. Your quiz is going to speak to your ideal client. There's no problem with us all having this amazing marketing and these amazing techniques to get clients into our world, because we're going to find our best client and they're going to find us. So again, I believe in abundance. That's why I'm able to share all this with you. I don't think that there's an issue. If you're doing similar marketing to what I'm doing, it's just going to help you find your ideal clients better. It's not taking away my ideal clients from me. Okay, cheers to that. Cheers to abundance, people. So Chelsea asks, the tech aspect of it all overwhelms me. How did you get comfortable with it? So I have to tell you, I'm not necessarily comfortable with it. I am aware when I've hit my limit of comfort on any technology, and I then go and seek out experts. I go and find someone who is comfortable with it, and I make sure that I engage with them, be it an intern, someone who is just more tech savvy on the team, or truly outsourcing it to a web developer or a person who specializes in whatever it is that I'm looking to do, SEO keywording, setting up a lead nurture series, setting up a quiz, all the things. These are not things that I was like back in the back doing code. No. These are things that we decided were important, and we then sought out experts to help us make it happen. So yes, don't let it get overwhelming. But do set up your marketing budget and do get strategic with where you're going to spend those marketing dollars. Often, spending those dollars with an expert who can catapult you forward, or set up something like a quiz and a lead nurture series that I set up in 2017, I think. I spent the money, I took the time and energy to edit it and put it together in 2017. It's 2021 and it is still just cranking and working on my behalf. So you set that marketing budget and then use those dollars wisely on something that can have some longevity like this. It is really, really helpful. Okay, Jess asks, can we ask anything business related on design tips? Of course you can. I always say, you've got me captive, live. There's a drink in my hand. Let's talk business. Let's talk interior design. So go ahead and ask anything. Sarah is curating questions. She might not pop your question on the screen today, but I can guarantee you she will file it away and we will do an episode where we will handle your questions, or we'll email you back or DM you back, whatever it is. Go ahead and give us your questions. It really gives us so much to go on when we are developing our episode list for the year. So please keep them coming. Cheers to that. Okay. Ben asks, I'm having issues with managing my team's workflow. Any tips? Oh yeah, Ben. Ben, I gotta tell you, we are all about workflow, and I have a new lead designer and she's absolutely incredible, but man, oh man, is managing the workflow a big part of what we talk about, right? So the number one for me is the standard is like having, it's what we use, right? It's what we do. We have all of our processes in Asana. We know exactly what happens next, and that is that's what the interior design standard is. It is our workflow. It's our business model. It's every template. It's every detail. It's all of what we do to execute interior design step by step by step, so that you can review it, iterate, edit, and your team can just follow. It's like paint by numbers. They can just follow with the next step. They got to bring their incredible charisma, their beautiful design eye. They've got to bring their efficiency and their knowledge to it. Of course, it's not like it's, you need amazing people to execute beautiful design, but we can help you with the steps of how to work through a design project. Absolutely. We're going to be open, the standard, April 21st. We open twice a year only. We have a group that goes to the standard all together. It's very much a collaborative community of designers who kind of work through the program together, and we're with you every step of the way. So Ben, I welcome you. April 21st, you could be a standard member and we could go through it page by page by page. Okay, cheers to that. Caitlin asks, I'm obsessed with the Instagram guide feature you showed us last week. It's so good. Thank you. I'm so glad you liked it. Any of you who missed last week's episode or are going through going through this later on and it's not live, I think I can ask Sarah if she will comment the name of the episode so you can find it on our YouTube channel, because they all live there. So you can always go and do that deeper dive back into any topic on our YouTube channel because all the episodes are there. All right. Okay. Cheers. This is a question-filled episode. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. So, thank you guys. Victoria asks, would you kindly talk about publishing out work, how to start with that, who to reach out to, what kind of emails to send out? Victoria, excellent question. I love this. Okay, so publishing content. So, okay, first and foremost, when you're thinking about getting published is a couple of things. It's going to raise your brand awareness. It's going to elevate your brand. It's going to position you as an expert in your field. Okay? I have to tell you, just because you get published does not mean your door is getting knocked down with potential clients standing up lined out outside. Okay? You have to still do all the marketing around it. You take getting published and then you push it from the pages of a magazine that hopefully gets read and hopefully you get phone calls, but you push that content out into the world through your marketing channels. You push it out on social, you do a newsletter post about it, you might do, go live and talk about how excited you are. Like, you need to take it and run with it, and you need to put it into your marketing program for years to come, okay? That's number one. That's not number one, that's number two, but we're gonna go back to number one. Number one is you have to have this work photographed by the most amazing photographer that you can get your hands on and that you can afford, okay? If you are really interested in being in a specific magazine, if you've got your heart set on something, you need to do your research, okay? Listen, I have found in my personal research that places like Arc Digest and Elle Decor, unless you have a celebrity name, are gonna be in an entire house, whole home, celebrity name. Then go for it. Absolutely. Go and find that incredible photographer, pitch it, photograph it, let's go. If you don't have whole home celebrity name, I highly suggest you take a minute and you find a publication that really fits what this project is. So you want to scale your pitch. You want to scale who you pitch it to the project that you already have, okay? Then you want to do some research and back into who are the photographers that they already use at that magazine? Who are the photographers who have a relationship with the editing team on that magazine, right? That is the photographer that you should consider interviewing if you can afford them. Aside from that, you should also just look to your local community, look to your local area, photographers that you tend to, work that you love of a local designer that's like, they're in town, published a lot all over Instagram. Go to their photos. If they are a good human, they are giving credit to their photographer each and every time. That photographer's name will be connected to those high-end designers in your community. Those are also the photographers, besides the ones that are linked to the magazines you love. Those are the photographers that you want to interview and consider and get a quote from to do your photography. So photography is number one. It is the most important factor if you are looking to get published. And then number two is don't just sit back and think that the door is going to be banging down because you got published. You have to take it and you have to work it. You have to then push it out to the group of people that are already considering hiring you. And this is just the push that they needed to go ahead and do so. All right. Good luck to you. I'm going to take a sip of wine. Thank you, guys. I love all those hearts coming in. There was the drinking wine hum. Like, I'm filling space. Just drink the damn wine. All right. Kareen asks, what are some ideas to write about in a lead nurture series? So things to write about in a lead nurture series are really, you're telling them who you are. So you might tell them your journey to become a designer. You might tell them about your aesthetic. If you have a strong aesthetic, that's a big part of your brand. If you are a designer who really reflects the client's personality and aesthetic back to them, you're going to talk about why you do it that way and why. So you're going to talk about your design philosophy, your background, your history, your training. You're going to position yourself as an expert, right? So you're going to tell them about your years in business. You're going to tell them about your incredible team. You're going to tell them about why you do the thing you do. You're going to tell them about how you do it. You might dive into process here. You might say, in not so many words, I'm the designer for you because I move really fast, or I'm the designer for you because I'm so thorough and I carefully consider and I curate from around the world and I design with so much integrity. Like, you're going to tell your story in this Lead Nurture series, and it's going to build know, like, and trust like nothing before. It's such a good stuff. Okay. Oh, I love all these things. Oh my God, I love this. Doris asks, what is Asana? Doris. Oh man, I can't wait. This is going to be so good. Doris, I need to see you. We are going to be doing an Asana webinar soon. In April, we're doing a webinar all about Asana, and you need to come to that webinar. So you need to go to houseoffunk.com/trade, and you need to get into the mix so that you can find out all about Asana. Asana is our task management software. It's how we kind of run our design business. For me, it's like every thought is captured there. It's basically a really dynamic to-do list where you can create a template. So what we've done is we've created templates for full design projects where we can hit duplicate and we can start a whole new design project. And it's, for us, it's 18-month renovation. So it's the full 18 months, like step by step, what happens first, second, third. It is also where I just like note that I'm out of sugar and I need to buy more sugar when I'm at the grocery store next. So for me, it's like the sun and the stars. I'm a little obsessed. I don't know if you can tell. It's very fun. You're going to love it. Okay. So cheers to that. Cheers to Asana, all y'all. Humming while drinking. Okay. So we have some really fun things in April. I have told you about a few of them because I'm so excited. We're working on very exciting free masterclass for designers, which I'm not even going to tell you what it's about yet because it is that fresh. It is that hot. You just have to go check it out. houseoffunk.com/trade. And I'm going to let you know more soon. And then we are also going to be doing that Asana webinar. So those of you who did not see it before or need to know more about Asana and why I'm obsessed with it, keep your eyes open because we'll be doing that as well. Our Facebook group for designers, we have a monthly challenge. So we started a Facebook group for designers right at 2021. Fresh energy, new year, all the things. And we didn't want it to be a flash in the pan. Hey, what are your resolutions? What are you hoping for 2021? I mean, turning the corner and leaving 2020 behind was epic, right? I'm not saying that 2021 hasn't come with its fair share of challenges. We've had all the things. I mean, we're not clear of any sort of craziness yet. I realize this, but there was so much hope. Right? There was so much hope turning that corner and closing the books on 2020 that we decided to, instead of just doing a whole bunch of posts about our New Year's resolutions, we decided to do an entire year-long series for interior designers to level up their entire business. So we took a theme for every month, and every single month we do a challenge, and we are just leveling up our business 1 month at a time. We're sticking with it. We're creating, social autonomy by doing it together. It's been incredible. It's been more work than I realized because when you put out the challenge, you have to do the challenge. But it's the way that we're leveling up, and it's really, really cool. So we just announced this month's winner because every month we do a challenge and we have a winner every month. And she received an Amazon gift card for being such a standout at this challenge. It was incredible. We have a brand new challenge for April dropping next week. We're so excited to share it with you. So if you're in the group, it's coming soon. If you're not in the group, you got to get over there right now because April's going to be epic. Facebook.com standards with Sandra. Okay. So it's our way of keeping that hope and that feeling of renewal from the new year going all year long, okay? With a community of designers that are all looking to just raise the bar. And instead of saying, I'm just gonna be better all year long, we're getting granular and we're doing 1 month challenges all the way through the year. So we also provide free resources for you to use in your design business. So again, all of this idea of abundance, all this idea that if we share, we all rise together. You know, if we're all running better businesses, then our industry is more valued. And if our industry is more valued, then the hours and hours and hours that it takes to do really high quality, amazing interior design will be worth more. It will be valued more. And our whole industry can rise together, right? We can charge appropriate fees. We can make what we're worth. We can then do better design because we can actually reinvest in creativity, in travel, in going and learning new skills, right? I don't know if you guys are watching, but I'm like drooling over the images coming out of Round Top right now with the antique show going on in Texas. I cannot wait to get there at the next show. You know, that comes from setting a goal, setting an intention, and making it happen. Okay, so cheers to all of that. Okay, I see there's a question coming in from Victoria. Sandra, are you thinking to do a design camp or retreat? Victoria, you are reading my mind. One of the things that I am especially hell-bent on post-2020 is being in the same room with you all. It has been a really long and Zoomy kind of world lately, and I really, truly, one of my big goals, and I don't know when it will happen, I really want it to be kind of clear and free and fresh energy, but one of my big goals is to be doing a retreat, and a retreat is the right word. I'm looking for like really amazing healthy food, yoga every morning, you know, moments of mindset, total deep dive conversations about interior design business, inspiration, you know, incredible guest speakers. I am thinking big on this. I really want to spend time with you all in person, somewhere incredible, like really far around the world kind of stuff. Like, are we finally ready to travel? Because I certainly am. So I love seeing that. Thank you, thank you. You are reading my mind. There's no doubt in my mind that we will all be together, and we will be, you know, just supporting one another and talking business and probably doing, again, beautiful food, beautiful wine, lots of conversation, lots of good rest, good food. Like I want it to just be uplifting from every direction. So, okay, so good to see those hearts. I really can't wait to be there. All right, but in the meantime, we keep it digital, people. We keep it digital. So our digital offering to you right this minute is the Design Standard. And we are open again April 21st. We are only open twice a year because we're still running a design firm, and we got to give all those incredible clients that we just love so much our full attention the rest of the year. But April 21st through April 28th, 7 days, I am taking that week off for my design firm, and I am giving you my full attention. We are going to be doing the Standard, and I really hope you join us. It's such an amazing group of designers that are all in that same zone of leveling up their businesses. It's my business model and template for like my entire business for you. So it's all templated. It is literally, once you're in Asana, it is download and you have the template, and then you just duplicate it and make it happen for all of your projects. It's my contract. It's my design fee calculator. It's every email template that I send to my clients. It's those lead nurture series that I was talking about, all those email marketing. It's all of those templates. So you can see exactly how I introduce my firm, and you can take it, you can download it, and you can edit it to make it unique and special for you. Because yours, again, you're going to attract your people. I'm going to attract my people. It's no skin off my back to share this stuff with you, and it just helps our entire community raise up together. So thank you so much for being here. Cheers. I'll see you soon, guys.